today we are checking out another subscription service, and this one was actually introduced to me by you guys in the comments of some of my other subscription box videos. I had never heard about this one before, so I'm glad you guys point me in direction of new subscription service. I love hearing about them because you know how much I'm addicted to them. So the subscription service I'm talking about, of course, is Gacha Crate. So here is what the box looks like. It's not very fancy, it just has a few labels, and I have covered up my shipping address, of course, but I think the packaging probably could use a little bit of sprucing up, but it is still fairly new if I'm not mistaken, and it's just the packaging, so what we really care about is what's inside. But what is Gacha Crate? So Gacha Crate is a monthly subscription service where you get 5 to 6 gachapons or capsule toys in each box, plus a bonus item which is normally candy from what I've seen. So it's kind of like a bunch of little blind boxes inside of a blind subscription service, which I thought was a really fun idea because you guys know how much I love blind boxes, so I thought I would give this one a try and share it with you guys so we can see what it's like together. Now the box is $21 a month plus $6 shipping, so it's $27 for 5 or 6 capsule toys plus some candy, which can seem like it's a bit expensive, especially since if you were to go over to Japan, you could probably get each one for like $1 or $2. They're pretty similar to our capsule toys, except for it's a much bigger thing over in Japan. But when it comes down to having to actually purchase these outside of Japan, they can get a little bit pricey, especially since people are like upping them because they're like, hey, this is really cool and popular and we know you want it, so let's charge you like $5–10 for just one little teeny capsule toy. And because there's so many gachapons there, they've kind of narrowed it down to 2 different categories. So there is a Kawaii box and there is a Kakoi box. So of course the Kawaii box has a bunch of cute items and the other one has a bunch of cool items. The site describes it as having anime and video game type items, but when I was looking through their past crates, I was noticing that even though I'm huge in anime and video games, that the Kawaii one was more my style. It still had some video game elements in it, so hopefully I've chosen the right box for this month. You can get both of the crates, but they do ship them separately. I guess they used to ship them together, but because they're getting more popular, they ship them separately, and you do pay for shipping twice, so it's pretty much the same thing as just ordering each box. But you can get a discount if you are going to buy their 3-month or 6-month subscription, where the 3-month is $20 for each box and the 6-month is $19 for each box. So enough blabbing, let's check out what's in this month's Kawaii Gacha Crate. Where are my scissors? They've really taped this sucker up, and you guys know how much I love tape. I'm just wondering if each gachapon is taped as well. This might become my nightmare. Alright, now that I've finally got all the tape off, let's see what the inside presentation looks like. So we have a bunch of our gachapons, we have a card, which is awesome, and it looks like they just have a little bit of felt at the bottom, probably just to spruce it up a bit. Oh, there's like a bunch of cards, and it looks like they just printed them on photo paper, because that's what the back looks like. So the first card is just their logo, and it's actually really pretty. I kind of like it. And the next card that comes inside looks like it is a coupon code for 7% off your order at Japan Loot. I'm covering up the coupon code here because it does look like it's one of those individual codes. It's not just something like Gacha Crate. And our final card lists off all of the items that are inside, and you guys know how much I love when subscription services do that because I like knowing exactly what I get in my boxes. So the mystery item in June's box is candy, just as I suspected, and we have 2 different types. We have a poiful, which I've had before. I think they're just kind of like little gummy jelly bean like things. Then we have this one, which they just describe as fizzy chewy candy. I wish they put the name of the candy because this one is just all in Japanese, so I have no idea what this is, but it looks like it's just one of those fruity cowtail-esque candies that we tried in a previous Japanese candy subscription service. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try right now. So it looks just like taffy, it smells just like taffy. Does not taste like taffy. The taste and texture of this candy is actually pretty awesome because it does have like the texture if you just drank a bunch of like foam on the top of your soda. It bubbles, it fizzes, and it's grape flavor, and I love grape flavor. So that was really yummy. But let's get on to the gachapons now. And of course, this one has my enemy tape. Oh, that's so cool. So what it looks like is it's a mini gachapon machine, and this is just really cool looking. I wonder if it actually works. It has moving parts. I bet you this works. But let me put this one together so we can get the full effect. So I think this is one of the most intricate gachapons I've ever seen. Of course, we have the little gachapon machine, and it comes with stickers, and then we also have all the little capsules. So we have the tops and the bottoms, and then we have these little discs, which I think you're supposed to put the stickers on these so that you have the little toys inside. And it looks like I have the Sid set because I have all these like weird and mutilated toys and everything like that, and a bunch of skulls. So it's probably not my first choice, but I still think this is pretty cool. Looks like we have our little toy, and then we can stick it in one of the little gachapon capsules. That really works. This is like such a detailed gachapon. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it. So then let's just load up our machine. And then I think it really works. Can we get capsule? Oh, that's just so cool. I love this. Even though it's a little bit on the creepy side and not so much kawaii, this is still like the coolest gachapon toy I've ever received. It's like a little mini one. Now I can have like my Nendroids have their own little gachapons. This is just so cool. I love this. But now moving on to our next gachapon, and this one doesn't have any tape. So let's see what else we got. So this is cool. The next one we got is a Phoenix Wright rubber strap. Let me try to get this one open. So I'm not quite sure who this character is. I played a couple of the games, but it also could be from the anime series that's currently running right now, which I have not seen, but it's still pretty cool that we have a rubber strap character in our little gachapon. But if you guys have ever bought rubber strap blind boxes in the United States or anywhere outside of Japan, they can cost you anywhere from like $5, $10, $15 or more depending on the series and everything. Moving right along, let's see what this next one is. And of course we have more tape. So this next one is magical black cat themed, and they have a few different choices with a few different color combinations, and it looks like a couple of them are little ball chain charmed and other ones are little figures. I was hoping for the little cat on the magical book, on the grimoire if you will, but I got the one with the cauldron, which is still pretty cool. So mine does come with 3 different pieces, and the cat just peers over the side of the bubbling over cauldron, and we have a little spoon with an apple. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Snow White when the witch is making the poison apples. I don't think she had a black cat, but this is still pretty cute. I just kind of wish it wasn't in 3 different pieces, like the cat was attached at least, because I feel like they're so small and it's just kind of balancing on there that it'd be really easy to knock it over and you'd lose some of the little pieces, but it's still pretty adorable. Moving on to gachapon number 4. Let's see what is inside this one. This one is actually really cool looking. They are cat themed once again, but these are like those little wind chimes you sometimes see in animes. So the one I got is this cute little orange spotted cat. They are made out of plastic and it has a little bell on it, so it's not like one of the true little wind chimes. You're not going to get that nice like ringing sound out of it, but I still think it is super cute, and I want to actually hang this up in our window now. It's just really adorable. That's so cute. So then we have one more, and I saved my favorite for last because you can see through these, but if I can get it open. This one doesn't have tape and yet I'm still struggling. So this one is Sailor Moon themed, so now you can see why I waited for last. But this one has a little bit of weight to it. I wonder if it's made out of metal instead of plastic. So the one I got is Sailor Pluto's wand, and I think this one has some really great quality to it. Like I said, it's a bit heavier. I think it's made out of metal or something of the sorts. And the paint job really isn't that bad for such a small and delicate piece. We have a little bit of reflective gold paint inside the little heart there, and overall it is just really cute. Definitely kawaii. So that was everything inside my June's Kawaii Gacha Crate. Even though this was the kawaii one, I still did get a fair share of video game and anime themed items. So I think if you're into the more cutesy style but you're afraid you're not going to get anything anime or video game theme, then definitely still go with the kawaii one. So I'm definitely happy with my choice of going with the kawaii themed box, and I'm actually really more excited for this box than before I signed up, because I was like, it is a little bit pricier for just little capsule toys, but overall I think we got some really unique and fun items, and I'm sure if you go on eBay or Amazon and you try to look these up, you're going to be spending just as much or maybe even more. So if you like subscription boxes, if you like capsule toys, if you like little surprises each month, then I definitely suggest trying this box out, even if it's just for a month, just to see what it's like. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this box. Do you think it is too pricey? Is this something that you would go for? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Peekabloos!